Anyways, all right. So I thought, we're getting close. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. So I was thinking, let's talk about what are we excited about for the holiday season. Got a couple of good ones coming out, I think. And so, yeah, what are we excited about? So we might do the typical thing where it's like you say one, I say one, you say one, I say one, or whatever. So let's do that old song and dance. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up right here too and see what exactly is gonna be coming
Yeah,
out.
that's what I'm doing too.
Because I can't even tell you offhand, like, because it's like Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima, like all the what I would think big ones are already out. Now that Halo's delayed, which we'll probably talk about. um, Games coming holiday 2020, and I guess let's also look and see what the launch lineups are supposed to be for the next gen consoles.
All right. Okay. I was never really that excited for Cyberpunk, but I do have to say that Cyberpunk. I mean, I feel like at this point I have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but after they showed the official gameplay on that first Night City Wire, I was like, "Holy shit! Like this is on another level. Like
Right.
it's exactly what I think The Witcher did for gaming back in 2015. What they're gonna do again for gaming now, because
I can agree with that.
it's one of those that game shouldn't exist and should
Yeah.
not look as good as it does.
Plus, Keanu. Gotta get me some of that Keanu with his robot hand.
Excellent.
Do you think he became left-handed after he got that new hand?
Should probably.
Gross.
Stranger.
Stranger danger. So I mean, I feel like I just have to, just because I want to be a part of the zeitgeist or whatever. But yeah, at the same time, it's just like, I mean, it looks freaking awesome. So, crap, this isn't in order. I don't like it when they don't have it in order. I want it in order, damn it.
Yeah. So I mean, going
Cyberpunk's
to
like September, right?
No, November. I thought Cyberpunk actually got
okay.
delayed, but I did forget that this so Cyberpunk is a good example of a game I am not going to pick. I am not going to pick up until it's on the next gen console, 100%.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, good
because
point.
that doesn't make any sense. Like if they do the pass program where you just do the free upgrade, sure, but I don't even think I'm going to do that because this I think is the next gen game. Why not play it on the next gen console?
For sure. Good. This one's in order. Okay. So September 4th, yay or nay, are you going to at least play it? You don't have to buy it. Maybe you can... Oh, I guess Redbox doesn't do games anymore. I'm so mad because I legitimately used that system, man. Like, I used it and I abused it. You know what I mean? Like, I loved getting games or whatever because there was definitely some games that I wasn't going to buy, but I definitely wanted to play. Like, God of War is a perfect example. I played and binged God of War when it first came out. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I hate it. So anyways, Marvel Avengers. We have the open beta, so we're definitely going to be talking about that next button mashing, I think. Or maybe even on Morning Grind, we'll see.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess let's go from a scale from 1 to 10, your hypeness or whatever. You know what I mean?
Avengers is a game.
It is. Good job, Nate.
I do want to try.
Yeah.
Based on what I've seen, this was another one where I was like, let me see how it is. If it's fun at launch, sure. Otherwise, I'll just wait until next gen as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
But after watching a lot of the reviews and like gameplay footage of like the beta impressions, it's like shout out Layman Gaming, when they're demonstrating the motion blur that is just consistent and stuttering, and at one point the game literally drops to 5 frames per second. They were like, yeah, this is definitely a next gen game.
Yeah.
So I can see myself like hopping in if I have like a trial thing and it's like, I'm wanting some fun, but technically I think this game would also be pushed to next gen consoles as well.
Right.
For me at least.
So 1 to 10, what's your hype level?
Solid 6.
Solid 6. Well, yeah. I'm actually gonna go to 7, maybe even 8, because now this might sound hypocritical, especially if you know our history and you know me, but What's going on?
I didn't keep going. There was a game I didn't realize that was coming out this year.
Anyways, back to me. No, but I'm actually super hyped for just more the potential rather than it's going to launch good. You know, like there's part of me that just knows that most games don't launch good nowadays. Now, does that mean that I should buy it day one? No, I don't think I am, honestly. I think if anything, I'll put this on my Christmas list. You know what I mean? Because then I get it, but I get it 3 months later. You know what I mean? And so at least then I could get it after a couple of patches, after, you know, and then maybe I can try to find some way to play it before then, like whether or not, you know, somebody lets me borrow it or something, you know, maybe. But I do think I really want to play it because, like, I did watch the Layman Gaming just like you did, and I even watched Young Ye. And honestly, like, a lot of what they're complaining, other than the visual stuff, obviously, a lot of what they're complaining about, I don't know, it's just like, well, yeah, it's gonna be button mashing. It's going to be repetitive. Like, so is Destiny. Like, I'm sorry, like, so is Destiny.
Yeah.
So is a lot of live service games. I think what's going to set it apart is its story, and I do like where they're going with the story so far. You know, I'm not the biggest comic book nerd, so you might be able to be like, well, actually, this is a lot like this comic mixed with this comic mixed with... I don't know because I don't read them all. So for me, it's a new experience. I want to experience it. And all the armor and all the upgrades or whatever, it does suck that they're not cosmetic. So
They've
like when I
change that,
they really do. They really do. Because even like Destiny, like you can buy.
That's why a lot of people go for like armor pieces, like because they want to have that cloud of look at this thing I just did a raid and
Exactly. So, they really need to change it, and I don't know if it is.
It's probably just a beta thing, honestly. I would hope.
Well,
so.
I don't know if it's a beta thing or if it is just, because they want to sell skins. Obviously, they want to sell skins, but with enough of a backlash, will they change that? They might. I don't know. You know. So, all right, go on. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, looking through like the other. Oh, sorry. What I was freaking out about actually goes into, I believe, September. Where are we at? October. No, October.
Don't go too far. Bandicoot. Don't go too far ahead. Oh, is that October?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Okay, so real fast, September 15th, Spelunky 2. I'm probably at a 7 for that. I love the first one. It's really cheap, so I could even say a 9 because it's like I love the first one. So if it's like $14.99 like the first one was, it's a definite pickup. Going back to Crash Bandicoot, go ahead.
Did not know that was coming out this year. Was completely
really
just foreign to that. Yeah, did not know. I honestly didn't. So that's cool.
Hype level.
I've always been a Spyro guy. So Crash,
such a pussy ass bitch.
Crash. I haven't really looked that much, so I could very well look up some gameplay or look up trailers for it and be like, okay, yeah, I do want to pick this up.
You actually could.
I actually could, yeah. But I would say, because it looks good, I will tell you that I really want a new Sly Cooper. Like, it's cool that we're getting a new Crash.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing a lot of what they're doing with this game, I want a new fucking Sly Cooper. I really do, because I missed that too. So
stay on topic.
Well, so that's what's floating my hype levels, because it's giving me those kind of vibes of nostalgia. So 7 maybe.
God, 10. Not even joking. That is a 10 for me. That is a must buy. I am a huge Crash Bandicoot fiend, if you will. Here, I'm going to switch the screen so you guys can actually see. All right, next one, October 20, or at least next one according to this list. If you see anything in between, let me know. But Watchmen or Watch Dogs?
Again, that is 100% a PS5 game for me. Like a next-gen game. Because that is, like, this is a 10 for me. I will tell you that for a fact.
Okay.
It's giving me, like, I remember playing Watch Dogs 2 and actually getting into it and getting in that world, and I'm ready to do it again. And so far, they have proven that with this series, they're just evolving and making things better.
Yeah.
You know, from Watch Dogs 1 to 2 was like Assassin's Creed 1 to 2. So I'm hoping that this is like Brotherhood because it fits in a way because now you're recruiting members to join your organization.
Good point.
So.
So I actually like the first one. I felt like
it's good.
It's good. Is it great? Is it grandiose? No, it's not. But like that's the thing about. Okay, let's talk really super fast about video game criticism. At least when it comes from a professional standpoint. I feel like some people are just freaking jaded because. Is it great? No. But does it absolutely need to be? Also, no. If you're in the mood for a hacking GTA, go play Watch Dogs. If you're not, shut the fuck up. It's not for you. Stop being such a bitch. Like, anyways.
I will
so
say
I liked for Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 2, I don't know. I think it just came at the wrong time for me because of like I wasn't in the mood for an open world. But this one in particular, what I like the most is that you can play the whole thing co-op. Yeah. So that for me is a selling point because then instead of this single player world where I'm just playing by myself and then, Kevin wants to play Call of Duty or something or you want to play something else, like I have to stop this game and go play something else. Now it's like something we can enjoy together. And that for me is a selling point. So I won't go as high as 10, but I'll definitely go 8. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Stop talking about next gen. Let's just... Listen, if you had all the money in the world, that's what I want to know. I don't want to hear about I'm going to buy it on PlayStation 5.
Oh, no, I wasn't even going to say
I know,
that.
I'm just saying for future fucking reference.
Thank you for that, though. I am excited about this because it seems to me like they are visually doing the rubber band effect. So, we went from, let's say, I guess the last main core would be 4. All the way to Origins, then to Odyssey. Odyssey was way over here. Huge, massive game, very overwhelming. Okay. I feel like with Valhalla, they're kind of meeting in the middle. Because the thing that sold me on it, because I'm a diehard Assassin's Creed fan, but the thing that sold me on it was when the creative directors were like, hey, this game is way smaller than Odyssey. Like, we made sure of that. I'm like, okay, great. Because that's why I can't play Odyssey. I can't finish it because there's so much. So this does have my interest. I don't know how well it's going to do because of all the flack with the main fucking creative director getting fired.
Yeah, Ubisoft in general is just kind of in a weird spot if we're all being honest. But yeah, go on.
But I mean, it's definitely one I'm excited about. Now, one that I am very...
Hold on. You didn't give a number value, and neither did I.
Well, I'm trying to make sure you don't skip it because you've gone over it. Number value... Let's do 8.
I think mine's more of a 6. I'm not as hyped. Like I'm willing to be wooed by this game, but I wasn't a huge fan of Origin, and so therefore I didn't even play Odyssey.
Yeah.
But those two, I did play Origins for a little bit, and it felt just like, hey, this is Assassin's Creed, but now it's an RPG.
Yeah.
And so, but it wasn't enough detached from the Assassin's Creed universe where I could actually enjoy it. This seems enough detached from Assassin's Creed where I could actually enjoy it. So, I'll even go to a 7, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Star Wars Squadrons.
Ooh. Now, what date is that? Because you might have
October 2nd.
October. Oh, wow. We did skip that. What the hell? Yeah.
Well, I think I'm on VG.
Yeah, I'm on a different site. I'm on Games Radar, but still, that's a big one. How could they skip that?
I don't know. This is an interesting one because it is so much cheaper than every other game by $20.
True.
So it's more likely for me to pick it up. But I don't even know what the game is overall. Like I know it's a co-op Starfighter experience, but what might end up selling me on it is just going to be the VR factor, how you can fully play it in VR. So. This one, I'm going to say a 7.
Yeah, me too.
Because I want a good Star Wars game that's different from Fallen Order, because I've been playing that so much. So,
and I do like how freaking EA, they're using like no microtransactions, and the stuff that you earn is earned by playing the game, and they're saying that as if they need a fucking pat on the back.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thank you so much for doing the bare fucking minimum. Anyways, moving on. Cyberpunk. Did we give a number to Cyberpunk?
Oh, Cyberpunk's a 10 for me.
Yeah,
I
me
didn't give
too.
a number, but it's absolute 10.
Well, I'll go 8 because I want to play it, but anyways. Dirt. No, fuck that. Godfall, huh? I haven't seen enough. I need like a good 15-minute long like explanation of like why I should give a crap. You know what I mean?
So with Godfall, you're getting into the point of like next gen territory. I'm the exact same way. I don't know what the fuck that game is
Right.
at all.
They're like, it's a hack and slash, or it's a loot slasher. It's like, you know what that's called, right?
Yeah.
A fucking RPG. Like, why are they trying? They're trying to make it out to be like, because it's Gearbox, right? So they're like, they're trying to go from a looter shooter to a slasher shooter, and they're trying to like coin that term. And I'm like, guys, no, just no.
Yeah. So going into, I guess we can do actual like next gen games that honestly, what I'm gonna say, because of Halo being delayed and that being pretty much Series X's key, like, hey, they're really gonna need to depend on.
You didn't get it.
Yeah, did you Navi me?
Yes.
That's what I thought you did. I was like, what? I don't think they have any big games to tout other than third parties.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you right now, called it, nailed it, whatever. PS5's launch, as long as nothing gets delayed on their end, PS5's launch lineup will sell this console.
Oh yeah, right.
Spider-Man Miles Morales is just one of the main ones. Like, that's going to get me to buy that console.
Right.
100%.
Right. Now, one that, like, I don't know if there's a lot of hype behind it, but Outriders, it almost
looks cool.
Outriders look dope as fuck. So I'm going to go 8 with that. 10 for Miles Morales, because, yeah, that's a system seller
10.
Right there.
100%.
10 for that one. Now, Deathloop. It did get delayed, so that's not reflected in this list?
That's not reflected in it. That's going to go to 2021.
Yeah. So let's say hypothetically if it was going to come out, I would say actually an 8 for me, and that's because I love crap,
Dishonored.
what's the other? Dishonored, thank you. I love Dishonored, and like the little bit of gunplay that's in that is really cool. And this one really seems like, hey, what if Dishonored actually had guns? You know what I mean? Like, and that alone is like, okay, yes, please.
I'm gonna say 8 as well, because I am excited for it because I love Dishonored, but I don't know much about the core game itself to really
live, die, repeat.
Yeah, that's true.
What about?